YouTube. All right, girl. All right, we're recording.
I'm taking notes from my YouTube.
Woohoo! All right.
I'm good?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, so first I wanted to say, Sabrina, I see you, and I am so proud of you. Let me tell all of you guys that this girl has a little girl that is younger than Owen. I think she's about to be 2, and she just gave birth to twins a couple months ago. Okay?
Woo!
She's killing it. Like, dude, if you're not an inspiration, I don't know what is, because I can't even handle Owen on my own. So, there's that. But anyways, I said earlier, in case any of you guys missed it, my name is Brittany. I am the director of Own It Scents. I joined in May of 2019, and I hit director in December of 19. And honestly, I joined Scentsy as a hobby. I am a registered nurse. My husband at that time was a law enforcement officer, and I just worked part-time as a nurse, so I really just needed something for me that made me feel like me again. As crazy as that sounds, but you know, I saw Rachel all the time doing all these Scentsy things and how much fun she had with it. And I told Seth one day, I said, you know what? I'm going to join Scentsy. And he laughed, and I laughed, and we continued to laugh. And I said, I'm going to do it. Like, I don't know why. And, you know, I'm going to freaking do it. So I did it. And I got my first paycheck, and we were like, wow, is this real life? And then I got a couple more paychecks, and we kind of laughed a little bit more. And when I tell you, at every single payday now, my husband and I still laugh in a different way, but we still laugh because it's like, I mean, literally, like, is it real life? So, at the time that I joined Scentsy, my husband and I and my 1-year-old, he was about to be 2, we were living at my dad's house. We were in the process of building a brand new home. All 3 of us and our dog, let me mention my dog, we were living in one room. Our whole entire life was packed into one bedroom. Okay? I see you, Sarah. Yeah, our whole entire life was packed into one tiny, itsy bitsy little bedroom. Okay? My Scentsy office was ran out of a tiny closet, guys. Like a 2x2 closet. Everything Scentsy was in that closet. And I joined in May, and I hit director in December out of a closet. Okay? So I tell you that because I joined as a hobby. I did not join to grow a team. I did not join, you know, to do all these amazing things and get these big paychecks and all this stuff. I joined to have fun and to feel like me again. And when I tell you that Scentsy has blessed our lives in so many ways, like, it could almost bring me to tears when I talk about how much Scentsy has blessed us. Like, you know, Seth and I, we had the opportunity to travel to Bermuda for free this year. Unfortunately, it got canceled because of COVID. I'm a COVID nurse. We're not even gonna get there, but you know, I earned this trip, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, why me? Like, why me? Why am I getting these paychecks? Why me? I just joined to have fun. You know what I mean? Like, so our trip got canceled, you know, fine, whatever. It is what it is. Like, we adapt. It is what it is. Scentsy blessed us with $6,000. $6,000 in place of our trip, okay? Instead of saying, oh, I'm sorry, your trip is canceled, this is what it is, they said, I'm so sorry that we cannot fulfill this trip for you. Here's $6,000 in place of it. And if that right there doesn't tell you that you can be in, I don't know what will. Okay? Like, you are where you need to be for a reason. Every single person on this training right now is here for a dag-on reason. You could need the money, you need the friendships, you need a hobby, you want to travel the world for free. I don't know what your reason is, but just remember, no matter what, even when you're discouraged, you are here for a dag-on reason. And don't ever, 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 no matter what, forget that. Even now, my reason for joining Scentsy was to have a hobby. And I have gained friendships. I have gained basically a family that will last me a lifetime. I matched my income, my nursing income that I studied for 4 years, okay? That I cried myself to sleep over for 4 years. I matched my nursing income in 4 to 5 months out of a closet. How amazing is that? Okay? So, tonight I am going to talk about PRV, parties, and a little bit of sponsoring. So we all know, outside of you're in the best business that you could ever imagine, and to always remember why you joined, but your PRV is your paycheck, okay? With or without a team, your PRV is going to determine your paycheck. That should be number one in your books. Whether it's just you or you have a team, PRV is number one. I have a team of 32, and my number one thing is PRV and running my business first, okay? Now, this, with PRV comes many, many things. One, I always say parties. Why? My goal, personally, every month, ever since I joined, was $2,000. Why? Because I'm going to get that $600 paycheck. Like, that's freaking awesome. I want that $600 paycheck. I'm not settling for $200 paycheck, guys. Like, I'm going to get that 600 if I can get it, right? So, parties. It's so much easier to hit that 2,000 PRV doing 4, 5, 6 parties every month versus individual orders to get you up to that 2,000. Okay? As you get your feet wet and as you get comfortable, you will develop customers that will be your lifelong customers as long as you follow customer service, okay? And those people will help build your PRV. They totally will. But, just starting out, you have to get comfortable and you have to get confident with doing parties. And I'm telling you, when I started my business, I spent hours and hours and hours and hours on Google. I was on YouTube. I was on Workstation. I was on Pinterest. How to host Scentsy parties. Ideas for Scentsy parties. Like, literally, I never reached out to Rachel and said, can you help me choose a theme for my party? Or, how do I do this? How do I do that? I was so determined that I was going to do it on my own. I was literally at work, at the hospital, Googling stuff. And I'm telling you guys, the best thing that you can ever do is set your mind to being successful and do everything possible that you need to do for it, whether it's Google, Pinterest, Facebook, anything. We have so many things at our fingertips that are there. So, back to what I was saying, PRV. We have so many things at our fingertips through Scentsy alone that set up our PRV. Like today, we had the Captain America launch. We have the Harvest collection coming up. We have the Holiday collection coming up. Literally, Scentsy, Heidi and Orville literally hand us things. Like, they basically give us a handout to be successful in our business, okay? And if you are not taking those things to your advantage, I really don't know what to tell you, okay? So if you are just starting out and you're new and you're just getting your feet wet, focus on parties. When you host a party, the people that order or anybody who joins your party, request them on Facebook, okay? You never, ever, ever want to cold message somebody, and you never want to, just contact somebody for an order. We really need to focus on building relationships, and you will hear that all of the time. And I can tell you that every single one of my VIP customers and every genuine customer to me knows my personal life. They are my friends on Facebook. We text regularly, whatever. And these are people I have never, ever seen in person. Like, I have never seen them, and they know my life. They know about Owen. They know about Seth. They know about our new business journeys. They know everything. Why? Because one, I added them on Facebook. Two, I have their number and I text them and we talk. And I'm telling you, those people come in for me when I need them the most every single month. Okay? So customer service is a huge, huge, huge thing. Okay? Intentional sampling. If you're going to sample, and Lord knows, let me tell you what I did when I first joined. Okay? Catalog change. I sent a catalog, a real hard book, whatever, a real catalog. Oh Jesus, to everybody that had ordered from me. Mind you, I joined in May, so our catalog change at that point was September, so I was just feeling things out. I sent a real catalog, which is a lot of money to send, a lot of money to buy, to everybody who had ever ordered from me, and I sent actual samples. I don't know what I was doing, but I'm telling you guys, don't ever, 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 ever do that. Never, never. Don't do it, because I can guarantee you, I don't think I got a single order from doing that. And I can't even tell you how much money I spent doing it, okay? Add those people that ordered from you to your VIP page. Those people will show interest in your business. They will continue to order. They will interact on your post, what have you. Those people send a catalog to. The others, they will let you know if they want samples. So with that being said, intentional sampling. Do not send a catalog to everybody. Don't send samples to everybody. If they're interested, they will let you know. Spoil your VIPs. Spoil those people who are always coming in for you and always ordering from you, because they'll continue to show up. But I'm telling you, you have to be intentional, okay? I think one time I handed out a sample at Walmart, and I don't think I even talked to the lady. I think I just handed it to her and I said, here's a sample of Scentsy. And I was so nervous. I want to say it was like my first month. And I didn't talk to her, didn't get her contact, nothing. Like, if you are not intentional with the things that you are broadcasting, the things that you are giving out, the things that you are sampling, you are going to hurt yourself in the end, okay? When somebody places an order, I text them, not immediately. I don't text them right away because, one, I don't have the time, and two, I just don't. So the next day, I will send them a text message. Email has never worked for me. I will send them a text message. Hey, thank you so much for your order, blah, 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 whatever. Then I will text them, hey, I saw your order shipped today. Let me know when you get it and what you think. I'll wait like 2 weeks and I'll follow up with them. Hey, I just wanted to check in, make sure you like everything that you got. If you have any issues, whatever, let me know. Okay? Then, if they did not add themselves from the party to my VIP page, which I do all my parties Facebook, I will say, make sure you join my VIP page, because we do raffles every month. Like, you'll stay up with the latest, whatever. So I will add them there. I've added them on Facebook, and I keep consistent contact with them, okay? Not in a harassing way. I give space, but I always, 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 always follow up. Let's see. Another thing that I also do, I will look and see what that person has ordered, and I will say, hey, this new scent launched, and I really know that you like citrus smells. This our scent of the month, you would love it. If you want a sample of it, let me know. If not, whatever. But if you would like a sample of it, let me know, because I know you would love it, okay? And that is just an example of being intentional. And another thing is, on my VIP page, those are my close-knit people. Those are people that have ordered from me. They continue to order from me. I do not add people to my VIP page that have not ordered. I get requests all of the time to my VIP page of people that have not ordered, and I do not accept it. I will message them, hey, I saw you requested to be on my VIP page. Here's the link to my business page if you would like to join. Because of my VIP page, I do personal specials, or we do raffles and stuff at the end of the month because it's private. But I will message those people, hey, here's my business page on Facebook if you would like to join that. So, with PRV, it's super, super, super important for customer service. Like, doesn't matter if you don't think that those people are going to order from you ever again. If it's a $10 order, you still treat them the same way as if you would treat somebody that just placed a $500 order, because you never ever know. Either those people are going to order from you again, they're going to refer someone to you again, or they're going to join your team. Okay? So you treat everybody the same, period. No matter what. I don't care. And as far as parties, like I said earlier, it's so much easier to get 2,000 PRV doing a couple parties a month versus individual orders. Now, you're always going to have a party that doesn't do well, period. It doesn't matter how well you prepare yourself, how well you prepare your host, but I can tell you right now, any of my team members, or even myself, okay, even myself, to this day, if I have a party that doesn't do well, the number one question that I'm going to ask is, did you coach your host? Did you coach your host? Because the people that are in this party are your host's people. If your host is not involved, those people do not give a damn. If they do not see their person showing up, posting stuff, liking stuff, commenting on stuff, they're not going to either. And I'm telling you, anytime I have ever had a party fail, which still happens, it's because I did not thoroughly coach the host. I went on Workstation and I typed in hostess coaching when I really, started like thinking, damn, what's going on with parties? Like, my parties are really sucking. Like, what's going on? And I typed in hostess coaching, and I typed it in on Google, and I literally, everywhere you go, this is straight from Workstation, okay? And it goes over your hostess likes, her favorites, her wish list, her hobbies, everything. You have to know your host, okay? I encourage you, if you are not hostess coaching, you need to go on Workstation, YouTube, Google, whatever, tonight, tomorrow, whenever, and you need to type in Scentsy Hostess Coaching. Your host has to be involved. They have to know what they're talking about. They cannot invite everybody in their friends list. It's just not gonna work. Think about it. Everybody on here right now, you've received a message or an invite or what have you to a random event on Facebook, and you're like, dude, I don't even talk to you. Like, why the hell would I join your party? Like, I know nothing about you. No, okay? When I have a host, one, I focus on my hostess coaching list, and two, I have them, anybody that they're going to invite to the group, I have them personally message them and say, something along the lines of, I'm hosting a Scentsy party. I really think that you'll like the products. If you're interested, here's the group for you to add. And they post the link for them to add themselves. And I tell all of my hosts, do not go through and invite everybody on your friends list, because your party is it's going to crash. During the party, I have my host post pictures of their own personal products. I have them post games, I have them comment, I have them like, which they're typically doing anyways, but it's really, 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 really important for your business and for any of your parties to be successful, for your host to be engaged, okay?
Hey, Brittany, can I peep in on that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so for you guys, for parties, this is something that has really worked. So I had one party this week that was a flop. It wasn't a flop. She was active. I think I told Tori about this. She was active, but it was from one person. Like, it was one person that placed over a $200 order that made her active. Anyways, what I decided, I watched, if any of you guys follow Rachel on her YouTube channel, she had just posted this video probably a week or two ago that literally she sends to her host, which I'm going to end up doing for my YouTube channel as well. But she posted a new one that I listened to. If y'all have listened to her and y'all know, she literally said, what I do with my parties now is for my hostess, I will text them and say, hey, get a hype girl. Get a hype girl, someone that can hype up your party, and I will send them a gift. So I talked to my host today. I just started her party today, and I was like, hey, if you have a best friend, a close relative, a best friend, a sister that is on social media, I want you to add her in, and I want you to talk to her one-on-one as a hype girl. I want her to hype up this party. Oh my God, that warmer's cute. Oh my God, I love that scent. Oh my God, I've done this. I will send her samples to try out to help hype up this party. I will send her Fabric Fresh. I will send her Counter Clean. That way she can actually give a real input, not just like, oh my God, it's great. No, we want real inputs, y'all. Like, don't have anyone doing some fake stuff. But anyways, I did that, and just today, on like one of my posts, I had like 15 responses, which has like never happened in any of my parties in the past month because of her hype girl. So I was like, hey, make sure by the end of this party that your girl contacts me with her address, and I will send her a gift from myself. And it works. I'm telling you, it's already worked. So that is a great tip that I want to give you guys. Watch Rachel, watch our videos, watch the leaders' videos. What are Chloe, Rachel, Katie, Chastity doing? And I listen to them and I implement them. So I implemented that hostess one that Brittany was just talking about, hostess coaching. So you need to host your coach, and then find a hype girl, y'all. Find a hype girl. That's all I can say. So I'm done. Back to you, Brittany.
No, that was really good. That's a good idea. I'm going to try that. But, crap, I just lost my train of thought.
Can we be each other's hype girls?
I know, right? Oh, that's what I was going to say. So what I've actually been doing, and this kind of goes into leadership more than just, flat out new consultant, certified, whatever. I've actually been joining my teamies' launch parties or like their very first party and commenting on their stuff, kind of like their hype girl. So it's kind of funny how that works out. But as far as booking parties, to be honest, guys, like this still stresses me out every month. And I think that as long as I'm with Scentsy, which will basically be forever, it'll always stress me out. It pushes you out of your comfort zone. It sometimes people just tell you no. I had somebody tell me no the other day. She was like, well, no, I don't want to do that because people feel obligated to order from me because they're my friend. And I'm like, okay, like I had nothing to say back to that, And I'm telling you, like, that is one of the biggest stresses in my business. And I literally had to get on Google and I typed in how to book a Scentsy party without using the word party. Okay. And I'm telling you, before I joined as a consultant, if somebody asked me to do a party, it scared the shit out of me. I was like, no, absolutely not. Like when somebody says, do you want to do a party for me? It sounds like you have so much work to do. Okay. When you ask somebody that, they're like, oh my God, no. Like, I don't know anything about Scentsy. I don't like to talk to people. I don't have that many friends. Like, whatever. So I'm telling you, you can go onto every Scentsy Facebook page that you're a part of right now. You can go onto Google, you can go onto YouTube, Pinterest, whatever, and you can literally type in how to book a party without using the word party, and I guarantee you will book parties every single damn time. Every freaking time. Do not use the word party. You have a customer that is so obsessed, she spends $100 every couple months. Hey, I'd really like to get you that stuff for free. I'm going to create you a link that you can share with your friends and family so you can get your wish list for free. Okay? Simple as that. If you're interested, I can even create a group where I post some of my favorite products and you can invite your friends there to look at it too. I'm telling you, it's that easy. Once you go out and you start to research ways to book parties without using the word party, you will have so many ideas. However, like I said, that is one of my biggest stresses in this business every single month because I go back to, I want to have 4, 5, 6, 7 parties a month, So I hit my PRV goals without individual orders. Okay. But you have, guys, you have to train yourself. No matter what, you have to train yourself. And I made a post the other day, and I was talking to our leaders today. Typically, I will never, ever, ever be on a live training, ever. With my nursing job, and, my home life and stuff, I am basically never on a live training. I will listen to live trainings in the shower from recordings. I will listen to them in the car. I will put my earbuds in at work as I'm actively in a COVID patient's room. Okay? You have to get over the, oh, I can't, I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that. You guys are all here for a reason, and you need to remember that reason, and you need to remember why you started, and you have to get in your mind, I'm going to do this no matter what. Like, I'm sweating my ass off in a COVID room with so much PPE on that you could not imagine, and I'm still listening to a training that I missed nights before. Or I'm missing out at sleep, or on I'm missing out on my business, and what's going to come from my business is better than anything I'm missing out on right now. Okay. Google, I'm telling you, Google is the best thing you could ever have. So before I switch it over to somebody else, sponsoring. The way that I sponsor is I'm real, and I am real in every aspect of my business. And I think that has really helped me in every single way. I make everything in my Scentsy business personal. My live videos, my husband and my son are in it. Any post is a post of Owen with something. A picture of Seth with something. Literally, that's who we from the beginning, as raw as it could be. When I joined Scentsy, I was suffering terribly with depression, anxiety, and PTSD that I had no idea who I was. Okay? I had absolutely no idea who I was. And I joined Scentsy for a hobby. Like I said earlier, I joined it for something for me. And when I share my story about Scentsy, I talk about just that. Okay? I never, ever, ever message somebody, hey, have you ever thought about joining Scentsy? Do you want to join my team? I'm looking for a new team member. Like, guys, if I can give you any advice tonight, anything that you share in your Scentsy business, make it personal, make it real, and make it you. Do not post a flyer. Don't post on your Facebook, I need help, getting my PRV for the month or reaching my goal for the month. Who wants to help me? Like, post your favorite warmer with your son or with your husband and just be you. Okay. And when you build those customers and you build those relationships with people, mind you, I have never had somebody join my team that I've not had a relationship with. Okay. And you will hear it on every Google thing you search, every YouTube thing you search. People will always tell you to build relationships. That is as simple as liking somebody's picture on Facebook, commenting, oh, you're so pretty, or your kid is so cute, whatever. You are making connections before you ever offer the opportunity to join Scentsy. You need to get to know these people, because then you're going to know who is struggling, who is at home homeschooling their children, or home with their kids because they can't go to daycare, or home with their kids because they're out of work because of COVID and they have absolutely no money, or the mom that is a nurse and a Leo wife and is absolutely losing her mind and needs an outlet. Like, when you build those relationships, you start to see, and you see on people's Facebook, man, that girl's really struggling. Let me send her a message. Hey, I hope you're doing okay. Let me comment on her picture. Your kids are so cute, whatever. Then she starts to see your post and how inspiring Scentsy is for you and how happy you are and how much you've grown from Scentsy, and they get interested. I can tell you 90% of everybody I have ever sponsored have come to me with interest because they see how much I love Scentsy and how much it has changed my life. Okay. And I'm going to leave that with that. My number one tip for you guys throughout your entire business is be real and be you and build relationships, whether it be for PRV, parties, or sponsoring. Be you, be real, and build relationships. And that's all I have.
All right, I am next. So I did an introduction earlier, but for those who joined later and who don't know me, I am Sarah, and I joined Scentsy in November of 2019, like the end of November. And I kind of joined because we bought our house and Ray sent me a bag party. And I was like, all right, whatever, I guess I'll try this. Like, okay. So I started looking through the catalog and I wanted literally all of the things. I wanted the laundry line. I wanted the pet line. I wanted the cleaning line. I wanted the warmers, wax, you name it. I wanted it all. So similar to kind of Brittany, I looked at my husband and I said, I think I want to join Scentsy. And we both kind of laughed. And he said, well, if it's something that you want, I will support you. And I know if you have your mind made up, you go in for that 110%. And that is what I have done from before I hit that join button with Scentsy. Before I joined Scentsy, I was watching YouTube trainings of Chloe Cox. I, at the time, did not know who she was, but I had watched 5 trainings from her before I even joined Scentsy. So when I called Ray up and I said, hey, I want to join, she said, okay, do this. I was like, yeah, I've already watched these trainings. Like, I fed my brain knowledge before I even hit the join button, which is why I think I am so successful, or that has gotten me to the point where I am today. I show up in person for as many trainings that I can. If I can't show up in person, like Brittany said, I'll watch them the next day, over the weekend, whenever I have free time. But that is how your business is going to grow, because you're going to take bits and pieces from the leaders and the people that are successful and incorporate them into your own business and make it your business. Okay, enough with that rant. So I joined Scentsy in November for a hobby, I thought, okay, free products for my house. Great. We have a big house, lots of warmers, wax, I'll be good. I had no idea in 6 months that I would promote to director. Okay. I put my head down and I worked. And in those 6 months, my why changed. At first it was a hobby. Then it turned into, I worked, my full-time job is a pediatric physical therapist for the school system. So I don't make a whole lot of money, obviously, being in the school system. So my part-time job or second job was working PRN at the hospital. So my why quickly changed into, I no longer wanted to work at the hospital. I didn't want to give up my weekends. I didn't want to work freaking Christmas at my second job and take away time from my family. Like, my husband and I want to start our own family soon. Like, I was just not about that lifestyle anymore. And Scentsy was that outlet that I needed, that I poured into. And I quit my PRN job in March. My income in March supplemented my income that I made at the hospital for $48 an hour. Okay. It is doable if you are willing to put in the work. But that is the biggest thing that I see. You have to put in the work and be true to that. Are you truly working? Are you truly asking the people to join your team, to do a party? Because you can say that you're asking people, but you might ask one person every 2 weeks. You're not going to get success with that. And now my why has changed even more, because I want to earn free trips and I'm going to go on this incentive to Disney and I want to bring my husband. So that's my why now. I want to do all of the things. I see how Scentsy has impacted other people's lives, and I want that because I'm a go-getter, and if they can do it, you best bet that my butt is going to be right there next to them doing the exact same things. If they can earn a trip, I can earn a trip. You can earn a trip. You just got to put your head down and grind. All right. So that is my why and kind of how it's evolved to where it is now. I am going to be talking about mostly customer service / follow-ups / systems, and then some self-care. So I personally think that customer service is hands down probably the most important leg of success. If you guys don't have customers, how are you partying? How are you getting your PRV? How are you getting paid? And just like Brittany was saying, you're going to have a party and your best customers are going to order from you consistently every month. They're only going to do that if you take care of them. And how do you take care of them? You send them a handwritten note every time they place an order. You thank them and make it personal. I always say, thank you so much for supporting my wax business. You have no idea what it means to me. I hope you love blank, whatever they ordered. I hope you love your Himalayan salt warmer and your Luna bars of wax. Make it personal to them. Don't do just some generic, thanks so much, you're the bomb, heart, Sarah.
I want to touch on that really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to mention that, but that was another thing. Once I started, and I think it's really, really important, especially if you're just getting your feet wet, do not compare yourself to everybody else, okay? Do not compare yourself to everybody else. When you're on all these Facebook pages, you will see all of these cute samples and all of these cute bags and all of this like fancy dancy stuff people are sending out. I'm telling you guys, from the time that I started till the time that I hit director, when I sent samples and I sent thank yous, it was the bare minimum. It was a handwritten note with a sticker, the scented stickers, whatever. But because I was sending a handwritten note and those, scratch and sniff stickers, those people loved it. Like, you do not have to be over the top. Do what fits into your life, but still make it personal. And I'm telling you, you'll get to where you want to be. Okay, back to you, Sarah.
Yeah, so again, I do a handwritten note, something super personal. I started off with a scent circle because I could easily throw in a thank you and a scent circle and mail it for one Post-it stamp. Just one. It didn't cost me a whole lot. Again, my thank yous have evolved because I'm able to now do more things. But just starting off, that's what I did. And my customers loved it. They don't care what you send them. They really don't. It's just knowing that you appreciate them and building that relationship. All right. So Brittany talked about parties, and she kind of touched on some of the topics that I'm going to go through, but just during parties. So during parties, again, hype girl, that's new. But again, you want to be engaging with people. Make an engaging post. Use a personal picture, upload a video, make it personal. Don't make it like a generic Scentsy picture that everybody has seen floating around Facebook 10 million times. Make it engaging and make it about you, because people can relate to you. They can relate to your family. They can relate to your story. They can relate in any aspect that you don't even know, because at that moment in time, you probably don't know these people if it's a random person and they're family and friends. All right, so start building that relationship, answer their questions, engage with them, show them. I do a lot of Facebook Live parties now that have been really successful for me. I use my bookshelf back here, and it's been a really big hit. Just like Brittany said, after the party, I friend everybody in the party, even those people who don't order from me. Because why? Maybe it wasn't the right time for them to order at that party time. Maybe they needed to wait till payday. But I promise you, people are watching your journey. And if you're not friending them on Facebook, how are you building that connection with them? How are they observing and watching your journey in your life through Scentsy if you don't know them and they don't know you? Especially if they ordered from you. Like if they ordered from you and you're not friending them on Facebook, I have no idea what to tell you other than you're losing money. You are literally losing money because how are you following up with them? I don't know. So, Brittany touched on a couple of opportunities when you reach out to people. So I came up with 3 opportunities that I reach out to my customers after they've placed an order. The first one is, like Brittany said, thank you. Again, I don't text them right away. Be on my phone. Like, yeah, I get super excited when I get a PWS order. I'm sure we all do. But I don't text them right away. I give it a little bit, maybe the next day. I thank them. Again, I tell them how important it is to me, how much it means to me for them to support my business. I then let them know the second time that I'm reaching out to them is when their order has shipped and when it is expected to be delivered. So I don't text them right away, like once I see that it has shipped. I wait a day or so and I get that estimated delivery. And then I say, hey, I just want to let you know your smell goods are going to be delivered on Thursday. Be on the lookout. Can't wait to see what you think, or just a quick little sentence, 2 sentences, no big deal. Then the third time that I reach out to them is a week after, and I just check in. Hey, again, I make it very personal. How do you like that Himalayan salt warmer? Have you licked it yet? Do you like your Luna wax bars? Okay, just very simple to the point, what they ordered, personal. And again, this is all building relationships, because I promise you most people are not just going to respond, oh, it's good. They're going to respond and you guys are going to exchange a couple of texts here and there, which is all building that relationship. And if you friended them on Facebook and you're commenting on the pictures that they post, or they're commenting on your pictures, or you added them to your VIP page, it's all building that relationship, which is so important, because those are going to be your future parties and your future host. Those are going to be your future teamies, but you've got to build those relationships. Okay. And it takes time. It does take time. You can't just expect to have somebody order and then respond back, hey, do you want to join my Scentsy team? No, that's not going to work. Okay. Then after the 1 week follow-up, I do a 1 month follow-up and then a 3 month follow-up, just to check in on them and say, again, how do you like your warmer? Do you need a refill on wax? Do you need any wax suggestions? What can I do? Do you have any questions? Most of the time, again, if they are my VIP customers, they're ordering once a month from me. Okay. And again, back to the thank yous. If you're just starting off, make it simple. Put on a sticker, put on, get a tub of washer whiffs and make a washer whiff sample. You can probably get 30 to 40 washer whiff samples in one tub. Be smart with how you guys are sampling if you're just starting out. But package it up cute for your local customers. I always put mine in like a clear plastic bag. I put in their warmers, I put in the wax. I always label everything with stickers. Let me show you guys 1 sec. All right, so here are some of the ones that I'm getting ready to package up. Always put your contact information on. This one is just super generic. It says, thanks for letting me be your wax dealer with my contact. This one is an actual picture of my husband and I, again, with my face. That's personal. And again, these are my VIP customers. So, but even then, I'm labeling everything. So label everything, build that relationship. When they run out, they're going to know where to go. But here's the kicker. This might be a gift for somebody and you don't know it. Okay, so when they hand this wax bar to somebody, your information is boom, right on the label, and they know who to contact. Now, that brings me to my next point of follow-ups. This is so important, like so important. And you guys might think that you're going to remember who has ordered and what samples you gave them, but I promise you, you will not remember. The first month in Scentsy, I did not have a system. I have a pretty good memory and I could remember who ordered what. Come January, February, March, literally I have no idea who ordered, when they ordered, what I sampled out to them. So how am I going to develop a follow-up system if I don't even know what I gave them as a sample? I can't even say, hey, Courtney, did you like the Amazon Rain washer whiffs I gave you? Because I don't know if I gave her Amazon Rain, aloe water and cucumber, or jammy time. I don't know. So you need to get a system in place. I'm going to show you guys what I do. Again, I'm a pen and paper girl. So if that doesn't work for you, find something that works for you. But customer follow-up is key. So I have a binder. And my first tab here is customer mail outs.
And that's too loud.
Sorry.
I'll just go to this top page. Okay. It's a little hard to see, but I have my customer's name. And then the next one is, did I mail them a catalog, product list, or showcase brochure? Then the next one is thank you. And again, it has everything. It has a scent circle, car bar clip. Then the next category is Scentsy Fresh, counter clean, bathroom cleaner. You guys get the idea, okay? It goes literally category by category by category by category. This is for my samples. So when Susie Q ordered from me, I know how much she spent. I know that I gave her a wax sample and I gave her washer whiffs. Okay? And then in that wax sample, I know, okay, I gave her scent of the month, and for washer whiffs, I gave her Amazon Rain. I know exactly what I gave her because I am writing it down. If I flip to another one, I have another person, for example, she ordered, I gave her a scent circle, all-purpose cleaner, and again, over here, her scent circle, I did rainbows and butterflies, her all-purpose cleaner, sea salt and avocado, and I gave her a cotton cleanup. There is no way to honestly keep track of all of these orders on just of the samples that you gave them. Okay, these are just the samples that I gave them as a thank you. Then I have a next page here, which is my customer follow-up. So I have just generic, their name, what type of order, did I send thank you mail, and how did I do it? Did I text them? Did I email them? Did I Facebook message them? Did I send actual thank you mail as far as samples, scent circle, whatever you want to send them? Do I follow them on social media? If I don't, I put a circle and I know to request them. After they accept it, I put a check mark. Are they new? Are they a VIP? Are they a referral? Because that's important to know. If they referred, I want to know who referred them. Then again, here's my 1 week follow-up, 1 month, 3 month follow-up. And I check them off as I go because I am not going to be missing customers like I did early on in my business. So you have to get a system in place. Whatever works for you. I've made my own systems. I've taken a couple of other people's and morphed them into something that works for my brain. So you can do Amy, you can do the binder system, whatever you find that works for you. And I just want to share an example with you guys before I go into self-care. So I had somebody randomly message me on, I guess they entered in our zip code, and they emailed me and said, hey, I want a scent product for outside. What do you recommend? So we've been emailing back and forth. Well, she wanted to spend almost $200 with me without ever ordering from me before. So I then in turn said, well, why don't we do a party? Because you're almost there to qualify it. Let's do a party and get you some free and half off. Again, I didn't use the word party, but let's get you some free and half off. You're almost there. I'll do a Facebook party for you because again, it was during COVID times. And she was down for it. So one person in her party ordered, I want to say shortly after I created the link. That person ordered maybe like $110 the first time from me. I put together a huge little sample bag, a handwritten note, a catalog, a bunch of different scents. I could tell you guys, but again, I don't want to pull up my binder of exactly what I sent her, but a ton of stuff. I friended her on Facebook. I texted her. We texted back and forth. And I recently saw that her dad was admitted to the hospital. So again, being a good human being, I reached out to her. I built that connection. I said, hey, I know you guys are going through a lot. Let me know if I can be of any help to you guys. You know, whatever it may be, I'm thinking of you all. Please keep me posted. I built that relationship. I went on vacation for a week and I get a random email that I have a new PWS order, and guess who placed an order? That girl that I just built that relationship with, except this time she spent $150 with me. So in one party, because I built that relationship, she spent almost $300 with me. All right. It's possible, but you've got to build that relationship with people, and people will support people they care and trust about, and people that know that they can reach out to if things hit the fan. Okay, just be a good human being. Fast forward, she now wants a premium diffuser. She wants all of these things. So I am working on getting her a party booked for this fall to get her some free and half off stuff. Because if she just spent $300, I can give her a personal shopping link and she is going to get rewards just on her own purchases. But again, if you're not friending people on Facebook or Instagram, I don't know what to tell you other than freaking do it. Just do it. There's no reason not to do it because you are missing out on so many customers. You are missing out on all of your follow-ups, which again is going to go into your PRV, which is going to go into your future parties, which is going to affect your potential future teamies, which affects your entire business. Okay, so customer service is huge. It's so big. And I can't tell you how many of my customers, just from a simple thank you, are so appreciative of it. And I have lifelong customers. Again, like Brittany said, most of them I have not even met face to face. It's all been through text, Facebook parties, virtual. I hope to meet them soon one day after all of this is said and done. But again, build that relationship and I promise you your business will grow. But you've got to start planting the seeds, watering your seeds, and let you as a person grow and expand your customer base. Now, self-care. You can't do any of that if you don't take care of yourself, period. If your cup is empty, you can't pour into your teamie's cups. You can't do anything. If I am empty, I can't pour into my team of 25, 30 girls because I'm empty. I have nothing else to give, let alone give to my husband, my friends, my family, nothing. So what fuels you. Find something every day that's going to fuel you, your mind, your body, whatever. For me, it's running. I run almost every morning. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I run minimum 5 of the 7 days of the week. And on my off days, I'm either going for a walk, I'm riding my bike, whatever. Okay, for me, it's exercise, but it's also girl time. I love just catching up, doing things. Okay, so find whatever that is for you, whether it's reading a book, I don't know, going to the beach. If you're a mom, take time away from your kids. Lord, you need time for your girls, you need time for yourself, you need time for your friends, you need time for your family, but you need to do time for just you too. Okay? Because your business is going to suffer if you are spread thin. Now, that being said, it is okay to binge watch Netflix, okay? It is okay. What is not okay is for you to binge watch Netflix every single day. Instead of watching Netflix, watch a freaking podcast. Watch a YouTube training from Chloe or Ray Ray or your director, whoever it is. Fuel your brain with knowledge, because Netflix and that show is not doing anything for your business. I get it. We all need a personal day to shut our minds off. And again, that's self-care. Take the time that you need. But when you're done with that, then go fill your brain with knowledge. If you are struggling with recruiting, go to freaking YouTube, type in Scentsy recruiting. I promise you, a million videos will pop up. Watch one. Listen to a podcast while you're in the shower or when you're driving to work. I promise you, it's those little things that add up that will grow your business. I watched as much training as I physically could when I was a certified consultant before I even joined. And I knew exactly what I needed to do to promote. Ray Ray came to me and said, please, if you need something, let me know. I feel like I haven't helped you at all. But I fed my brain with so much knowledge that I didn't go to her with every issue that I had. I went to the workstation. I went to Google. I went to YouTube. I found my own answers. And that is so important. You guys need to fill your brain with knowledge. All right. So again, you can't pour from an empty cup. Balance is key. And my last thing that I want to share with you guys, you in this business at some point in time will be in a rut. Okay. You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to give up. The only person that can pull you out of that rut is yourself. So again, find what motivates you. Find what brings you joy. Find your why. Why did you join Scentsy? Because if your why is big enough, I promise you, you will not quit. You will not give up, and you will pull yourself out from whatever you are personally, emotionally, physically struggling with and become a better business owner because of it. And that's kind of all that I have to say.
Sarah, you almost have me in tears over here. So before Courtney gets started, I just want to say that I'm proud of every single person on here. I don't know, every time I do trainings like this and I see everybody on here, it almost brings me to tears, because when I tell you that Scentsy will change your whole life, it freaking will. And every single one of you that are on here, you want something bigger and better for yourself. And it's so amazing that you're putting in the time, and you will never, ever, ever, ever regret what you're doing right now.
It means y'all want it. Okay. There's 22 of you guys on here right now. That means you guys want it. That means you put your kids down, you put your life aside, and you're putting your business first. And that's important, y'all. Like that makes or breaks a business. It really does. You know, I'm proud of everyone. I see a lot of my team on here too, and I'm really proud of you guys for showing up tonight.
Yeah, and shout out to my team too.
I'm so proud, y'all. Everyone's showing up. I see Tori over there working her regular hour business, drinking and watching her Scentsy training. Yes.
Yeah, and just to say, like, again, we've said this numerous times. Leaders show up. Point blank, period. No excuses. If you want to grow, you freaking show up. And not only do you show up, you implement what is being said to you. I don't know what y'all are laughing about.
Because Tori said, don't tell them I'm drinking, ha. And I was like, yeah. Sorry, Sarah. I was like reading her comment while you were saying that.
My job is gonna look at whatever I'm uploading tonight and be like, what the hell was she writing last night? That's not in English.
You okay over there? Oh my God, so funny. I'm done. Y'all, I'm done. All right, I'm gonna get started with mine. Okay. I'm a rambler, so if I ramble, y'all, just stop me. But if you have questions, pop them in the comment box. Okay, that's what it's there for. If I'm going, Brittany and Sarah, if you catch comments and I don't answer them or questions, just stop me and ask. But I'm super pumped, y'all. I wrote lots of notes that Brittany and Sarah just went over, so that was super awesome. Now, I'm going to talk about recruits. So I have been pretty high on recruits, which is amazing. I'm going to tell you first about myself. So I started last year in May. Yeah, I started in May of last year. Why is this not flipping over? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Where's it going? Single view. No, not that one. Can I do? No. Hold on, y'all. Can you tell I've never worked a gallery view? Here we go. Speaker view. Brittany, are you muted? You are. All right, I'm gonna go here. All right, so I joined last year in May. And I will tell you, I am very real. If you guys don't know me, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you guys should. I am very, very real when it comes to me speaking. So when I tell you that I joined last year and I was selfish, I was selfish. And this is what you cannot be in this business. This is where you will not grow. I joined last year for the wrong reasons. Not wrong reasons. I wanted to make money like everybody else does, but I wanted to make quick money. I wanted to post a link and get paid kind of quickness, okay? It doesn't work like that. So when it comes to recruiting, I am very real with my teammates that want to recruit. And I'm like, look, I'm down. If you want to be a hobbyist, if you want to get paid off your own sales, if you want to make it a business, just let me know ahead of time. But I will tell you, if you want to join this to make money, posting a link on social media is going to get you absolutely nowhere besides annoying people. That's just the truth. I did that last year and I just posted on my social media. I didn't listen to trainings. I never watched trainings last year. I never watched trainings and I should have. I didn't know who Chloe Cox was. I didn't know who anybody was. I joined because I saw Rachel's traveling. And I actually, if y'all don't know, I went to school with Rachel. So I know Rachel one-on-one. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's a real person. Like, you know, you see people that travel and they have these business ventures and all this stuff. And you're like, oh, cool. You're not a real person. Like, you have connections. I actually know Rachel. And so I was like, dang, like she's actually making money. She's actually traveling. Like, this is amazing. And so all of that to say, that's why I joined. But I wanted it fast and quick. I had my second daughter. I have pretty much Irish twins. And I was too overwhelmed. So I quit it. And I was comparing. So I think Sarah touched on it with the comparing phase. Or no, Brittany did. Brittany touched on comparing too. You cannot compare yourself to people. You are where you are, okay? You are not where anybody else is. You're exactly where you are right now. And if you compare yourself, you will be like me and you will quit and you will stop. I compared myself and I was like, oh my God, I can't do bag parties like that. I can't do parties like this. I'm not getting PRV, like, you know, all this stuff. And what it comes down to is how hard are you working for it? Because I wasn't. Rachel would post like this stuff and say, hey, I want to see your picture, snap a screenshot of you asking someone to join, or you connecting with somebody, and I'd be like, oh, well, yeah, I did it. But I would never post a picture of it. That's how you know if you have teammates, okay, y'all, or if your sponsors or if your coach is asking you for these pictures. I promise you, if you're not sending them, we know that you're fibbing. I'm just going to call it as it is. If you're not sending them to us when we say, hey, you know, you're struggling with this, what's going on? Let me see your conversation with so-and-so. And you're like, oh, I did it. You know, it's fine, whatever. Or like, I texted them, but you're not sending us a picture. Believe me, we've been in your shoes and we know that if you're fibbing or not. So just do it. And I promise you, it changes your business. I quit. I never went inactive though. I never went inactive, but I didn't work a business. And then this year I started an in-home bakery at my house. And I realized that this year, if y'all have seen my trainings before, I realized this year that I wanted so much more with life. Like, we wanted to get a house. We had 2 kids that are blessings to us, literally blessings. We wanted to travel the world. I have always dreamed of traveling the world. I've always wanted to be a traveler. We go to the beach all the time. We love going in the mountains, all this stuff, and we need a bigger house. And so this year, I don't know what it was. I had something in me this year. I was tired of the friends that I had. I was tired of being around all these negative people and all this negative stuff that I was like, this is not what God wants for me. Okay. I'm not super religious, but I know that God has a plan, and this is not it. This is not what God wants for me. We need something more. And I realized at some point this year that you literally have one life to live, and you can do whatever the hell you want to do with it. Literally whatever you want to do. Ryan wants to start a business, my fiance. I wanted to travel the world, and guess what we did? I jumped back into Scentsy. I watched the trainings, and we bought a freaking camper. My first month, I spent my paycheck on a camper that we are currently renovating. And you know, even though that camper was a piece of crap, but it's turning out beautiful as of now. It's getting there. But when we bought it, and I was just like, I swear I almost started crying. And I was just like, I can't believe, like, a stay-at-home mom. I used to work a job. Okay. I ended up being a stay-at-home mom, that I'm able to pitch in with my family. And it's very big with me. I am very big on pitching in. My biggest struggle with staying at home or deciding to be a stay-at-home mom was, how am I going to help my family out besides just taking care of our kids? I am very big when it comes to, I'm a big spender. So I want to feel like when I'm spending money, it's also coming from me, which Ryan is never like that. He's always been like, what's mine is yours, you know, whatever. It's never, ever, ever been, it's my money and you should feel a certain way. But I literally do not like relying on anybody. 8 years with Ryan, I don't like relying on it. So all this to say that I just had this vision this year and this drive and this person in me that wanted to come out, and I wanted to say, F all of my friends, which I did. I cut out every single, we lost, it was a different situation. Long story short, this will be on YouTube, so I'm not going to say it all, but we lost all of our friends. Literally every single one of our friends, we lost them for something that wasn't even our fault. And now that they're not in our lives these past 2 months, I have never seen our life thrive so hard that it has these last 2 months. If you guys follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you have seen our life transform. If you've known me, Erica, Tori, all you guys have known me since, middle school, high school, you have seen my life transform. I have had people come to me. I have cut the negative stuff. This all counters into your business. Cut the negative stuff off of Facebook. If you are posting negative statuses, you are posting crap about, everyone posts stuff, but if you're constantly posting statuses about negative things, nobody is going to follow you. Nobody is going to want to be a part of your life, because nobody wants negative in their life anymore. So you guys need to start revamping, still being real on social media, but you need to stop being so negative, if that makes sense. There's a lot of stuff that happened with me that I could easily go on Facebook and be like all this stuff, but then it would just not make my business look good, and it's not going to make your business look good. So we need to be positive. Your whole life does not need to be Scentsy, and it all does not need to be negative, but you need to show them the real you. And I just realized this year that the real me is within me, but me and Ryan have to work at it. We have to work hard for Scentsy. And I had this, and if you guys have spouses, you have boyfriends, whatever, girlfriends, whatever, you have kids, you live with your parents, you need to have a sit down. If you want to have this business be real, and you need to say, hey, I want this to be real. I want to make money, but like Sarah said, I can't pour from an empty cup, and I'm drained and I need time. So I need to work my business. what that means is me sitting Ryan down and saying, hey, babe, like, I know you come home from work and you're super exhausted, but if I don't get work done when you get home, we will not have this paycheck for us. And that's just the fact. And let me tell you, when Ryan gave me, we worked out a time schedule. You know, he comes home, he works out, he takes the kids while he works out now. Like, that's the deal. You get to come home and you get 2 hours to go to the bathroom and work out, but you take the kids while you do that so I can go work out. That's what we do now, y'all, okay? We work a schedule. It's not momming 24/7. Now dad steps in and he steps up, and it's been amazing. And I've gotten work done. Same thing. Ryan gets up at 4:45 in the morning. I hope this relates to you guys. Okay. Ryan gets up at 4:45 in the morning to go to the shipyard. He gets home at 4:00. Every single day, like a month or two ago, a couple months ago, I would hear him say, you know, when we're both tired, well, I was up at 4:45. I was up at 4:45. So you know what I did? You know what I did to relieve my stress during the day with 2 kids? I have 2 kids, 2-year-old and a 1-year-old this weekend. My life is literally freaking crazy. What I decided to do was, I'm going to take stress off of myself. And instead of sleeping in, I'm going to act like I have a job. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to show up. So you know what I do? I get up at 4:45 with Ryan in the morning. I wake up with my husband in the morning and I work. We go downstairs, we make coffee, he goes out the door, and I come up here and I sit down and I work. Literally, I work. I book parties, I schedule stuff, I do thank yous, and I put a solid 3 hours in before the kids wake up. And guess what? The rest of the day, I get to sit back and enjoy my children and answer customer questions. Like, if you want it badly enough, you will make the extra hour or 2 hours in the morning to wake up. Because guess what? If I was going to a job, I would be up at 4:45 anyways to get the kids ready for daycare. So it doesn't matter. So I need to act like I have a job. If you are working a job, you guys, if you're working a job, I would take the advice of Brittany and Chloe. Sarah, I'm not sure. You go to your job still, right, Sarah?
Well, it's summer break.
It's summer break. That's right. Okay. So I remember in a training with Chloe and Katie and Rachel, because they were all nurses. They had all said they would go to the bathroom and sit on the toilet for an extra 5 minutes and answer questions. Okay. They would. So I'm telling you, if you want it bad enough, you guys, you will get it. And I want everyone to realize that you can't be spoon fed. And this is where I'm the last one, and I'm going to be real with you guys. You cannot be spoon fed. So if you want to make your business grow, you will get it. And this is, okay, I really hope y'all don't take it this way as a brag. I hit director in 4 months. I joined during Guide to Growth. A lot of you guys asked what form Sarah was using. It's from Guide to Growth. If you guys do not follow Chloe Cox on Instagram, you need to do it. Okay. You need to do it. Literally, I think I post like 1,000 videos a day on my Instagram, because I've been like that before Scentsy, and then Scentsy just added to my stories. So it just became more. But Chloe,
I will say too, I can share. So I felt like with Chloe's system, I was missing my follow-ups because on her form, it didn't have that 1 week, 1 month, 3 month. So if you guys want that form, I'd be more than happy to share that with Courtney or Brittany, and you guys are more than welcome to use it.
Yeah, I can put it. I'll put it in my Sarah, send it to me, and I'll just link it up to my YouTube in the comments, and people can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah, when you posted your follow-ups, I was going to show mine too, because mine is kind of similar, you know, with who ordered, if they're my VIP, what I sent them, when I sent out, you know, their thank you, when I touched base with them to initially thank you. So, you know, maybe we can make some sort of group or maybe some sort of email to show, you know, what each of us are using, vice versa. And while I'm talking, Courtney, I just wanted to hit on, you know, you said, you know, the thing about running it as a business, whatever. And I have always said with my team, you know, if this was your career, okay, I'm a nurse. I said that from the beginning. If this was your career, so me as a nurse, I'm, you know, I put myself in my nursing shoes. If something got hard, or if I didn't know something, so think of yourself as you're in a career. You spent however many years educating yourself. You went to college. You paid all this money for this job, okay? Whatever. If something got hard and something challenged you and you didn't know how to do it, or you didn't get what you wanted out of it, would you quit? Would you just quit? You say, oh, sorry, it didn't work out. Like, I'm done. Hell No, you would not. You wouldn't. And that is a mindset every single person in this business needs to have. This is your job, no matter what reason you joined for. When things get hard, and it will always, always, always get hard, guys, no matter what. Like I said, I am a director. I've been director for months, and things still get hard for me. But when something gets hard for you, you treat it like it is your damn career, and you put your whole life into it. You don't just say, didn't work out, like this isn't working for me. No, absolutely not. You would not go to your manager. You would not go to the CEO of the company that you're working for and say, sorry, didn't work for me. You would give everything in your entire being to make it work before you went and said, it didn't work. Okay? And that is one thing that you need to remember. You are a business owner. You own your own business, and you should take pride in that, and you should be confident in it, and you should feel like a total badass, because you totally are.
Yep.
So I'm not saying that things aren't going to get hard, because it is going to get hard. We all struggle. We all have times that are really hard, but you have to remind yourself that this is my business, and I'm the owner, and I'm the boss. And I have to get up, and I have to find a way that's going to make it work, because I will be damned if I go to my manager today and say, I tried this one thing and it didn't work, so I'm quitting. You would never, your ego, I don't care who you are, your ego would never, ever, ever let you do that, ever. And you have to remind yourself, because you are a business owner and you are meant for this. And every single person on this training tonight, you are here for a reason, and you are showing up for this training because you want it. Okay? So when times get hard, do not ever doubt yourself, and you tell yourself, I am here for a reason, and I will find another way to make it work and another way to get over this obstacle before I tell somebody that I can't. Okay?
I have one thing to add too before Courtney starts.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so Courtney said something about social media, I believe. And I think that's a powerful thing. But you guys need to be true to yourselves, because I feel like recently a lot of my team has come to me and said, well, I can't book parties, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. And realistically, I want to say, well, how much time are you spending scrolling through social media? How much time realistically are you putting towards your business? Putting your head down and doing the work, like I said in my blurb before Courtney, versus scrolling through social media and comparing yourselves to other people and calling that work. That is not work. Okay, it's okay to go on social media, look at what other people are doing, get some ideas. A lot of the directors, the SDs and the SSDs, we share a lot of the same information. So you'll see a lot of the pictures circulating all of our Insta stories, Facebook stories, whatever. But that doesn't mean that I haven't worked my business that day. So just be true to yourself. If you're going to scroll Facebook for 2 hours, I hope you're putting double that amount into your business. So if you're going to spend 2 hours on Facebook, I hope you're spending 4 hours on your business. But realistically, again, I watched this in a training. To be successful, you need to spend 30 minutes a day to have a successful business. 30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes. Every day. Boom, done. Do your thank yous, do a training one day. 30 minutes is all you have to spend, and your business will succeed.
Yeah, and I agree. And, you know, there's something that my mom taught me that has always stuck in my head is, if anyone is like me, I get super overwhelmed when there's a lot of stuff that piles up. So if there's like, oh my God, all these customer follow-ups, like when I jumped back in and I double promoted in 2 months in a row, I'm not even kidding y'all. I had over 60 thank yous to send out, 60. And I was like, oh, I'm not doing this. No, we're done. Like, Courtney can't do this. Okay, I decided, my mom had told me one time when she came to help my house, and I was overwhelmed with the house and all of the tasks that I had to do, all these things. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do it. And she came over and she was like, pardon my French, just get it fucking done. Just start. Literally just start. Pick a point and do it. And what she did was she pointed over to my fireplace where all my baby toys were piled up. And she was like, pick a point in your living room and start. Go over there, bag those toys up, then go over here and do this. Like if you keep staring at it, all it'll do is keep piling up and it's not going to change. So what is that doing for you? Nothing. So just start. So what I did is I took that and I was like, okay, I just need to start. What is stressing me out the most? Customer follow-ups. So you know what I did? I kept it simple. I made felt samples and I did a simple thank you card from the dollar store, literally. And I just made it very personal. Thank you for, the By the Sea scent circle. Thank you for ordering your, bubble warmer, whatever it was. I hope you love it. I'm so excited for you. And that was it. I stayed up until I think it was 5 a.m. I spent almost 7 hours on it. I'm not exaggerating, doing thank yous. And I was done. Like literally you just have to start. So that is my best advice. And before my computer dies, hold on. Oh, that'll be bad. Oh. Hold on. Okay, we're going to go to that light. Oh, actually, no, we don't. What? Maybe. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I was on fully charged, so obviously we're talking a lot over here. But anyways, so I'm pretty sure I spent until like 5 a.m. doing thank yous. And I remember because I left Ryan's up here. I left my ottoman out in front of the bed. He's looking at me. I left my ottoman out because I was using it to write on while I was on the floor and had all my thank yous out. And he gets up at 4:45. I literally was just done as his alarm went off, but I left the ottoman in the middle of the room because I had to vacuum up all the confetti and he stubbed his toe on it and he was so pissed at 4:45 in the morning. And I was like, I'm sorry, I had to finish my customer follow-ups. Like I was going to clean the confetti up. He just flipped me off. He was so mad at me. But anyways, so all of this that I'm saying right now is going to help you with recruiting because you're being real to people. You're showing the real you. So everyone on my Instagram and Facebook, I've even had messages of people like, oh my God, you're so different. Oh my God, like I can see the change in you. I can see that you want things. I can see the drive. People want to see the real in you. And that's what's wrong. Oh, that's what's most important. So when it comes to that is where your social media plays a part. Everything you're doing, people are watching you. So if you go to your Instagram, which you guys should have your Instagram linked up to your Facebook, that is the easiest, okay? When you go to your Instagram and you go to your stories and you go to views, I want you guys to put down and look at how many people are viewing your Instagram stories, okay? So I went on one today and it was like almost 200 and something people. That's 200 and something people that are watching my stories, 250 people of potential customers, 250 people watching my story, 250 people that potentially could end up joining my team. You never know. So people are always watching you. And I will tell you that 90% of my orders come from my social media. So if you're not posting on social media, you're doing yourself a disservice. I'm telling you, you are. Because if people go to your social media and they don't see in your bio that instantly you're a Scentsy consultant, they don't see your Scentsy link, they don't see a picture of a Scentsy object, why would they ever buy from you? Literally, I literally, okay, I'm not kidding. I went to a girl's profile. She was commenting. I don't remember what she was doing. Can you not be weird? Go away. So she was commenting something. I don't remember. I was interacting with her on Facebook over something. And I went to her page and I was like, something about doing a party for me. And she was like, girl, I'm a consultant. And I was like, and this just happened like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, you're a consultant? Whose team are you on? And I was just curious. And she was like, oh, Rachel is my SD or my SSD. And I was like, can you please go away? You're annoying me now. Close the door. Right? Speaking of Tori knows. So anyways, he was, good God. Okay. All right. Anyways, I was like, yeah, Rachel's my SSD. And I was like, Rachel's your SSD. Okay. And I couldn't remember who her sponsor was, but I was like, girl, you need to, and I literally straight up told her, I was like, you need to post on social media. Cause I went through her social media and there was not one post, not even a link or anything in her bio about being a Scentsy consultant. And I was like, what in the world? Like, you're a Scentsy consultant and I'm asking you to do a party for me and you're a consultant. Girl, you should be having this on your Facebook. Like, oh yeah, I guess I should use my Facebook more. And I'm like, you should, because why would anyone go into your page, want to buy if they don't even know you're a consultant? Like, who are they going to buy from? And I mean, that's just the honest truth. So your social media is your biggest form of sales, of team recruits. I mean, Tori, I think, was one of the ones that said today, like, part of her reason she joined was watching my journey on Facebook and Instagram. Like, is that the truth, Tori? Yeah. So, and that's not to say anything, but it's to say that, like, if you're going to go and spray your bed, take a freaking video of it. Okay. People will text me all the time and they'll be like, oh girl, every time I spray my Scentsy Fresh, I think of you. Every time I use my cotton cleanup, I think of you, because every single wax change, I take a video. Every single time we spray my bed, I take a video. I don't care. Every time I fill up my diffuser up here, I take a video and I talk about it, because you never know who's watching you. Okay. You never know. And I will get messages all the time. Like, I got an order the other day for almost $250. And she's like, girl, I've been watching all these products you've been using on social media for months now, And I finally just placed a big order because of my social media, literally because of my social media. So that is how I am recruiting. Literally, that's how I'm recruiting. Besides parties, obviously, you guys need to make sure that when you're doing parties, do not be selfish and ask every host. It is a struggle. I understand. Trust me, I understand. And again, back to Tori. Her party was freaking bomb.com. I asked her a couple of times to join through her party. I was like, dude, you would make a great host. And I will not lie to you. And I was like, please say no, please say no, please say no, because I wanted her PRV. And that is the truth. And it's okay to feel that way. Y'all, look, I'm telling you, it's okay to feel like selfish about the PRV, because I'm like, damn, I could have gotten over 1,000 PRV from her party. Or I could bless her life. She could pay for her bills. She could buy her new camper that she just bought. She could buy her accessories for her camper that she just bought. Tori's over here freaking 12 days in making 4,000 PRV. Last month was what, 6,000? I can't even keep up with you. Like, y'all, you're on a freaking different level, dude. You're on crack. You're on Scentsy crack. Goodbye. No, I'm just kidding. But it's good. But it's great. And that's what I'm saying, though. So I decided to be unselfish and offer the opportunity and say, hey, let's flip this party, because you will be certified. And right now, in this time period, y'all, being certified or having someone flip a party that will turn into to Shooting Star, which, by the way, you get credit. I don't know if y'all know that. When someone hits Shooting Star, you get $25 in product credit. I didn't know that, because when I had 7-8 people the other month, they all hit Shooting Star. The next thing I know, I had like $250 in product credit. And I was like, where the hell did this come from? I didn't even know. I didn't even know, literally. So, and now with our Disney incentive, everyone's goal should be going to Disney, everybody. And half of that is recruiting. Okay. You have to open your mouth if you want people to join with you. Last month I recruited 7 people. 6 of those people are certified right now. 6 of them. All 6 are certified. Okay. That's because we did flip parties. We did launch parties, which, yes, I offer launch parties. But I also have a requirement. If I do a launch party, so someone joins, I say, hey, because they're not going to know all the products, and that's okay. So I'll say, hey, I will totally do a launch party for you and your friends and family. And then you collect all the orders, you get certified, we get all the orders in. And that party page, that group page, turns into your VIP page, and that becomes your new customers, your new crew. That's your new VIP. But what that does is it gets them certified. They get a pay raise. They get more drive to continue their business. I mean, all of this stuff. And right now, I literally already hit level 2 of Disney World for recruiting, and I'm 2,000 points away from level 1. Yes. Y'all, I'm applauding myself because I'm giving my kids and myself a free Disney trip. Like, I will be. So you have to remember, if you want people to join, you have to open your mouth to people. You have to offer it every single party. Or if you have your personal rewards, I don't remember who said this the other day. If you have your own rewards, and we don't need, okay, if you're on a level where you have an entire bookshelf of stuff, do you really need all that product credit for yourself? No. Offer it, give a free gift. If someone, I have a girl who wants to join in October, and let me tell you, in this party, she said, I'm waiting until October to get paid. I'm not going to have $100 to do a join kit until October. So when my party hits 500 this month and I have free shipping, or even when it hits, it is active actually. It is active, but I want to hit 500 because I want to give it to her for free. I am going to reach out to her and say, hey, I'm giving this gift to you for free. You're going to have an earn a kit for free. Literally, I'm gifting it to you, your business to you, because she's a great customer of mine. She's ordered multiple times for me. She wanted to do a party with me. And I know that this business can change her life because she wants it. So I don't just give it to anybody. I don't just say, hey, who wants a free gift or who wants a free kit? No, you have to want it. Like, we are in the business to change lives. And don't get me wrong, I love my hobbyists. I love the girls that just want to make a hobby out of it. You guys have got to learn, because those few extra PRV are still great, but you also need to know your intentions of your teenie. So do they want to make a business out of it? Do they want to make money off their own income? All that stuff. You need to know that when you recruit them. That is very important, because let me tell you, and it always changes. 90% of the people that join for a hobby will get their first paycheck and say, oh my God, we're rolling. Let's go. Like, I want a higher paycheck next month. It's an addiction. You want higher and higher every single month. So don't ever judge somebody. Don't ever judge somebody, ever. And I think if Laura's still on here, I'm pretty sure Laura was like my 4th or 5th teamie a couple months ago. And I'm pretty sure when she joined, she was like, oh, I'm just going to sell to family and friends. I'm not big on social media. I'm pretty positive she was the one that told me, I'm just going to make money off my sales, like, whatever. And like 2 weeks later, she had $1,000. Yep, that was definitely me. It was Laura. She had like $1,000. Her sister threw a party for her. And she's one of my highest PRVs, my top 3 every single month. Okay. She freaking works. So don't ever judge somebody when they're like, oh, I'm not big on social media. It's okay. You don't know who they know. You don't know their circle. You don't know their friends and family. You don't know anything about them. So unless you do, of course, and then you do. But that's my biggest tip on recruiting, is you need to know who you're recruiting. You need to show on social media who you are. And then when they want to join, be real. Tell them, I tell my teammates, okay, I tell them now, I do not spoon feed you. If they ask me a question on, I don't even know, there's been so many. So if I throw one out and it's personal to you, don't take it personal. Okay. There's been so many, but how do you make a felt sample? Where do you find information on how to become a star consultant? Or, I want to sponsor, but what are the points that I need to promote? And I'm like, go to your workstation, go to your workstation, go to your workstation. Everybody goes to their workstation, because I guarantee you, if I literally go onto my workstation and I type in I don't know, fundraiser or lead consultant, it's going to show me how to become a lead consultant, how to do a fundraiser, all the forms you need for this stuff. So if you're sitting there and you're texting your sponsor or SD and you're saying, how do I make a felt sample? I'm going to be silent and crickets right here. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I can go on YouTube and send you 15,000 videos of how to make a felt sample. And that's not being mean. I hope nobody thinks it's me being mean, because it's just being honest. If you want your business to thrive, like Sarah said, you have to watch the trainings. I have 2 kids that drive me up a flipping wall all day. They scream mama all day. And I thought that was cute when moms would say, oh my God, it's so cute, or oh my God, it's so annoying. And when I didn't have kids, I was like, oh my God, shut up. It's so cute. Y'all see my face? No, it's not. Okay. After the 5,000th mama, I'm like, can you just stop and say daddy and just walk away, please? I love you, but oh my God. So I literally will make breakfast and I will listen to a training. I will work in the morning from 4:45 until 8 o'clock. And I will pull up trainings on YouTube from Rachel Pence, from Wendy, from Chloe, from Rachel, anybody. I pull up trainings and I learn. And this is the thing too, like Sarah said, when you watch videos, it's great, but you have to implement them. It means nothing. You could sit there in your car, in your shower, and listen to a training. But if you take nothing away from that training, what are you really doing for yourself? And that's just being honest. What are you doing for yourself? So when I joined back in a few months ago, our Guide to Growth was just starting. So Chloe, Chastity, Rachel, and Katie had all just started Guide to Growth. If you have not watched Guide to Growth, you literally need to go on YouTube and follow OG Boss Babe, and you need to watch Guide to Growth, because that is one of the best trainings I have ever watched in my life with Scentsy. Best, hands down. They spent so much time putting together, and not even just the videos, y'all. There's files inside of those YouTube videos that are life-changing. They're life-changing. They could, and I know I stress out over making labels. I stress out over doing all this stuff. They are handing it to you on a silver platter and then giving you a video on how to use these. And what I did was every single week after those videos, I showed up live until 11 p.m. at night. And then the next day there was homework. And there at the end of the video, they said, hey, I want you to do all of this. I want you to reach out to 25 people this week. I want you to do all this stuff. And I did it. I didn't just watch, I freaking did it. And that's how I quadruple promoted in 2 months to director, from certified to director. And I wish it was during Disney trip because I would have hit level 4. So I'm pretty mad I know. I'm mad about that. And I was like, not ready for it. And like Sarah and Brittany said, you have to have a follow-up system. You have to. I don't care. I don't care if it's a piece of paper and pen and paper. You have to. After complaining, I decided to be like my mom just said, and I just did it. I was like, there is no more complaining about being overwhelmed with a follow-up system because Chloe's system didn't work for me. So I made my own. So I went into Google Documents or Google Word. I'm going to try to hide the names. And I created my own. So there's names over here where my pinky is. There's order, how they ordered. So if it was under me, it was PWS, it was a Scentsy Club, what they ordered, because I like to be able to look and see, hey, this is what they ordered, the day it was delivered, okay, and then what is this one? Favorites, so what their favorites were, so if they liked Scentsy Fresh or whatever, and then follow-ups. So this is what I did. And then what I ended up doing, because that wasn't working for me, I revamped it, because I had this. Do not come over here. You can. Well, actually, you can. You're good. So what I did is that wasn't working for me totally. So what I did was add in a thank you, because I had a different section for thank yous. And so I added in underneath their names. I'm just going to show it. Thank you right here. So they're customers, and that's what I send them as a thank you. Okay. So I'll try to kind of hide that. I'll try to blur it out before I post it. But it's customer name. It's their thank you. When I sent their thank you, all the stuff. So this is what I fill out, and now it's all in one sheet for me. I don't like going back and forth through thank yous and follow-ups. It's too much. And I like the idea of bulk sampling, but it doesn't work for me sometimes. So I just like throw in whatever I want to throw in, and I've got to find a better system, and I know that, but that's what it is right now with 2 kids and a camper and a new house that we're trying to buy, and it works. So y'all need to find something that works and roll with it. And recruiting, I will tell you that I think 6 out of the 7 girls that joined this month were either party flips, or I think 3 of them actually came to me and said, hey, I've been watching your like life transform on Facebook and Instagram. Like, I want this for me. All right, let's do it. Like, and I'll have that serious conversation. Like, all right, let's do it. Like, this is what I do. This is how I do it. I don't take any excuses in my team. I don't take excuses, and I'm very upfront. So like last week, I posted a status on my team page, and I was just like, y'all, I'm having a real tough month. Like, they need to know what's going on. Don't just leave them high and dry. Don't leave your customers high and dry. You know, in my VIP page, y'all have had a really tough month. I'm really sorry. I'll get your thank yous out soon. Like, just keep up with them and stuff, and just don't make excuses. It's okay to have a tough period, and you can't pour from an empty cup. Brittany had a really one-on-one conversation with me. Really this past week, we've been back and forth all week about how tough, like, I've probably cried every day this week. I'm not exaggerating. And it's okay. Like, people want to see that. People on my Instagram know like what a bad week I've had, but they relate to it and they comment with me. And I've even had a few girls that are like, oh my gosh, my daughter's the same way. I've had the worst week ever. And then we sit there and we talk back and forth about our struggles. And then like the next conversation the next day, they're like, hey girl, can you put me on a local order with you? Like, it just made me think about it. So it doesn't need to be, you have this genuine conversation to get something out of it. Like, it was a genuine conversation about our struggles and how we were both crying this week. And then it led to sales. Like, that's just how it happens, because we're building friendships. We're not building just like robots that are like, how are you? Order from me. That's not what we're doing. And that's not what you're about. And if you're like that, you're not going to have a steady business. Okay. People want to feel like, and they should be treated like they're your only customer. And like Brittany said, it doesn't matter if they order $5 or if they order $100. I like legit last month had a lady that I think her first order with me was like, I think she got the Freshen Up Pup and something else. I think she got the dog line pretty much. And it was like $25. And then she came back this month and ordered almost $300. My sales this month are coming from these big orders, like not little orders, these big orders. but I still sent her, from ordering $25 worth of stuff with me, I still sent her like $3 worth of stuff, like washer whiffs. I sent her Scentsy soap, and then Freshen Up, and then a sample of something else. And she came back and ordered it all of it. She ordered all of it, literally all of it. She was like, I love all the samples you send me. I can't wait to get the full size products. That's what I'm saying is like, you never know a situation with someone. Cause I know there have been times where I don't have money to buy stuff, but I don't want to tell someone, hey, I don't have any money. Like, we've all been there. It's not a secret. So don't ever judge someone and be like, I mean, I know some of our leaders are like, hey, you ordered $20. I'm not sending you that. I'm just not like that. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just not. I make samples for everybody and I just send it to everybody. And that's just me. I mean, now granted, if somebody like every month is only ordering $20 worth of stuff, no, I'm not going to send them like a scent circle and a full size product every single month because they're only spending $20 a month with me. That's just the truth. But you never know. So don't judge someone off their first order. And don't make excuses of why PWS. Yeah, see, Sarah has what she sends people for how much orders. And everyone does it differently. Again, I don't have a system like Sarah where I have it written out like what I put in this stuff. I just know that everyone gets a thank you, everyone gets a host card, and then every month I'm printing out new stuff where I just throw it in there. There's no like true and honest system like Sarah has typed up for me, but I will get there, and that's okay. And that's where I'm admitting, like, it's okay if you don't have a system. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world because everybody else has a system. Like, it doesn't work for my lifestyle right now. Right now, I mean, I'm as organized over here as I can be, and the best I can give is to like my parties and my customers. But like when it comes to that, I just like, I throw stuff in a bag and I send it, and that's just what it is for me, and it's okay for me. But that's where I'm getting most of my recruits from. It's social media, y'all. I'm telling you, if you follow me on social media, you know that I post all the time, and I go through, I'm probably more open than a lot of people on social media, and Ryan could probably agree with that. I'm very open and honest, and just like he's saying, I'm just very, my life has always been on social media, and it's never bothered me with people knowing the ins and out of my life. So I don't really care. I've had 2 people ask to join without ever buying from me. Yeah. I mean, people watch you. They watch. And that's the thing too. Recruiting. Let me tell you guys, as a team, okay, this plucks my nerve just a tiny bit. And plucks my nerve. No, it plucks my nerve. If your sponsors are sending you stuff in the mail, like, hey, you're top this, you're top that, or you haven't. Now, when I say sponsors, I mean your SSD, Rachel. I don't care if it's Katie. I don't care if it's Chloe. I don't care if it's me, if it's Sarah, if it's Brittany. If somebody is sending you something in the mail that is cheering you on, and we spent time doing something for you, it is in your best interest to post it and tag. I'm telling you, it's your best interest, because what that does is it shows everybody that's following you that you have a supportive, that Scentsy is a community of girls and women and men that support each other, that we're a community of people that love to build people up, to build each other up. So I would tell you, I've had a few comments of people, and I see it, and I tell you, I see it all the time on Chloe and Katie at the beginning of the second week of the month. They will have all of these like reposts of emails that go out. Okay. They will have all these reposts of their mail they sent out. And I remember Katie did a training or something one time, and she was just like, same thing, kind of plucks my nerve if I send out, 10 or 15, your top whatever. And like, you don't even acknowledge that I shutted you out and spent money to send you stuff, which is totally fine. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it shows your customers and it shows people following you that your team cares about you, like that we take care of each other in a circle. When you post pictures of these trainings, we care about you guys. We care about a circle. So like, people wanted to switch to our overall group because, yeah, exactly. Sarah said, I have heard so many people wanting to switch over to our overall group because their group isn't as bomb.com as ours. And you know what? They're not. They're not. And I'm not talking about like my group, Sarah's group, Brittany's group. I'm talking about Chloe and Chastity and Katie and Rachel and all of us that stem from Chloe joining. All of us and Chloe, I'm going to say Chloe's group because we're all from Chloe's circle. I have never seen or met another Scentsy team, SSD, that has a team like ours, that pours into their team with these trainings that Chloe and Justin do, that spend so much time like Rachel and Katie do, we have one of the best Scentsy groups. You guys have no idea. We have one of the best Scentsy groups out there, literally. And it can change your life if you let it. So when people send you stuff, when Katie sends you emails, when anyone sends you emails, you guys should be reposting these. And that's where I'm getting recruits from. That's where I'm getting people wanting to join the Scentsy world, is because they're like, God, and you never know when someone wants to join. They could join, they want to join for money. They want to join to travel. They want to join because they're sad in life and they need friends. They need a community, and they see you posting all the time about what wonderful people we have in our group. There are so many reasons people join that you shouldn't judge them if they don't have the same reason as you, and it's okay. Like, that's okay. So and like Sarah said too, watch the trainings, y'all. That's all I can say. Watch the trainings in the shower, in the car, in the morning. I watch them all the time. The kids are watching freaking, I don't even know, Turbo or The Grinch, and I have trainings on with my headphones in, or I have it on my computer on my countertop. I'm always watching, always. So yeah, I mean, that's really a lot of it. Recruiting, social media, the excuses have got to stop. You've got to stop trying to be spoon-fed and hand-fed, y'all. Like, if you're sitting here and making an excuse left and right, you're not doing anything for yourself besides wasting time complaining versus like, how do I fix this? How do I do this? And I think Brittany hit it really good when she was just like, I look everything up. She spent the first couple weeks, Brittany, maybe even months on Pinterest and Google and YouTube. And I will tell you, I Google stuff all the time. Every day I watch one training. Every day I listen to a podcast or I watch a training. Rachel Pence and Chloe Cox, even Chastity, they all have really great trainings on YouTube. And if you don't have a YouTube channel and you started growing your team, I highly suggest starting a YouTube channel. I didn't start one to like get followers and like be big or whatever. I started mine again after Rachel's training, where she was like, hey, it's really awesome to do a comparison of the 2 diffusers. And then every single party, the 7 parties you have monthly, post your YouTube link of, hey guys, I love diffusers. Go check out my YouTube video to find the differences. And then there's your YouTube video. Literally just like that. So that has changed the game and my parties like so much, because I don't have to sit here and type out a bunch of stuff every single time. The YouTube channel has changed so much. So that's really all I have to say. I know I got really like crazy and raw with you guys, but I think a lot of people need to hear that. Because at the end of the day, it's really what you want to make out of it, because we're not like some 9-to-5 job where you go in and you bust your ass and you get paid the same. No, with Scentsy, if you bust your ass, you get paid more. And that's just the truth. Okay. You show up every single day. I don't care if it's 1 story a day. You show up every single day for your team or for yourself or for your business, and your business will grow. Literally, it will grow. And like Rachel said, you'll wake up one morning and you'll have a team of 40 like I did. I literally looked at Ryan and I was like, what do I do with all these people? Like, I have no idea how to lead. I don't know how to do any of this, but I watch trainings on what to do. I watch Chloe. I watch all of the girls, all of our SSDs and what they're doing. And I do what they do. Okay. And that's just the truth of it. So stop making excuses. And if you want to make more, and I'm going to say this, insert income disclosure here, because I think people need to hear this. Is last year when I joined, I was making like, I think my first paycheck was $60. My second paycheck was maybe $100. Then I pretty much quit. Okay. I stayed active, but I didn't make more than $60 a month in my paycheck. And then I jumped back in. When did I jump in? March, April, May, January, February, March. I think in March. Yeah, March. My first paycheck after March was $750. Okay. My second paycheck, this is after I implement all this stuff, all these trainings, 1 month, 4 weeks later, I went from $750 to $2,000. My next month, I went to $2,400. This month, I'm well over $3,000. 4 months of hard work, staying up late, waking up early, and busting my tail. And I'm freaking paying for our mortgage and all of our bills practically for a new home that we hopefully are going to get offer approved on. But that is to say, and that's making, I have a degree and I'm making more now than I made during my degree. Insert income disclosure. I will post it in the comments for anyone that wants to report me on YouTube. But I don't say that to brag, and I hope nobody takes it as that. but I feel like everybody, if you want to make money from this business, because at the end of the day, the community is amazing, but money pays your bills and it fuels your life. I mean, you can't do anything without money. So to think that when I got my paycheck this month, because my team, and again, your paycheck will grow as you grow your team. That's why recruiting is important. Okay. I don't think about income when I grow my team. I think about what it can do to their life. I think about people texting me and saying, I just bought all this stuff for my new camper. I just paid for my car insurance. I was able to pay my electric bill this month, and we were cut our hours back, and I didn't know how I was going to pay it this month. I was able to finally get a new cell phone. I get these text messages every month, and it literally brings tears to my eyes. I think I did a training last night, and I was like almost crying in my training. I was tearing up talking about it. And I don't say that to brag, but if you guys work hard and you open your mouth and you talk to people, your entire life can literally change. When I showed Ryan, I sent him a picture. I even sent my parents a picture. They were all like, oh my God, you have a degree, you know, you're staying at home and you're doing Scentsy. What is that? Even Ryan's parents, I mean, they're older. Like, what is Scentsy? Like, I mean, what does she mean a business? And they're seeing like what I'm bringing in, and they're like, holy crap, like you can do that. You're sitting on a training with people. Like you have people that join with you. You have a team. Like they don't understand it. And then when they see that you're working in that, like your paycheck grows, they're like, dang, that's a real business. Yeah. And Ryan's face, he was like, you're about to be making more than me. That's my goal. My goal is to retire. Well, I'm already retired now for my job, obviously, but being a stay-at-home. But my goal is to retire Ryan one day. That is my ultimate goal, is for us to both stay home with our kids and travel the world. That is my goal, to be a Chloe. My goal is to be a Chloe one day, to retire my husband and stay at home. Ryan said, I'll do Scentsy with you. Literally, Ryan, who was not into Scentsy last year, is now like, I'll do Scentsy with you. What do you need me to do? I'll be a stay-at-home dad. Yeah. Anyways, that's all. I know it was a lot, y'all, and I ramble. I always ramble at night when I go into trainings, but I get so passionate about it that like, I just want everyone to have that fire lit in them like it was with me. So, you know, I know that was a lot, but I hope that it helped a lot of y'all out. Put a little fire under your tails. But I'm going to unmute it. If anyone wants to ask me questions, please, I'm going to unmute everybody if I can figure out how to do it. Hold on. Oh yeah, let me stop the recording. All right, guys, hold on.